Okay, so I'm Grasswalker. Hello and welcome back to the Forgotten City. We've got another episode. We just keep pumping these out until the game's done. We're going to explore these weird caverns and caves and hidey holes and just try and figure out what the hell is going on over here. Note from Livia. This place is called the Accursed. Here Titios offers up his innards to be torn, stretched over 9 fields. What? I have no understanding of that. The Bloodless Shadows. Okay, so this is Livia's house. Trust her to live in a place like this. Okay, we already looked in there. I understand you need my help, and I'm actively trying to help you. So now I've got some stairs leading up. Ah, and this drops here. Interesting. Leading further up. And that's back the way out almost. So we'll go back down these stairs. We'll see what's this way. Wait, no. I've gotten myself lost. Down the stairs is where we're going to go. May the gods be kinder to you than they were to us. Some bottles of wine. And this spits us out back here. Lovely. Good to know. I kind of want to solve everything today because we gave that guy $2,000. If we don't solve everything today, our $2,000 is a little bit wasted. But I also have a bad feeling we're not going to be able to solve everything today. I need to find Galerius, man. Where is that guy hiding?
Hello?
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 Yeah, many times.
Bye-bye.
Need to get somebody in there. That was an odd experience to just see that. Whilst we're here, we'll collect the money that's at the top of there. He listens with their ears. Now that is... Oh god, this is just a bow. I shouldn't have picked up just the normal bow. Oh my god, okay, we caught ourselves. A mechanic to climb down would be very appreciated. Okay. Oh, I can take that. How come when I take that it doesn't let me keep it? Where other stuff, when I take it, it lets me keep it. Inventory, flashlight, fletched arrow, bottle of wine 6. Bounty notice 2. Oh, I see. Key to the chest in the Shrine of Apollo. Oh, zip line down. Underworld Explorer. Finding all sorts of stuff now. Zip line to here, and I think we get another crack at the flower, it looks like. Oh, way off. I was only on it for like a second as well. I think we're just going to spam the flower until we get it. I swear, because he said he wanted a special flower from the middle of a lake, so it's got to be that one, right? It couldn't be anything else. See if Galerius is at the bar. He's not. Oh dear. Okay. Just on and straight off, I suppose? No, it just... That spat me way further. I'm getting less and less close as we go on. I don't think that skill shot is part of this campaign. I think I've done that to myself. I don't think that's needed. Where the Shrine of Apollo is, that's something I don't know.
Are they? I thought I told you to get out of it.
Oh yeah, he's a problem to deal with now.
Fear is proof of a what is it, citizen?
Who are you going to vote for? We already know who he's going to vote for. We need to find proof that he kidnapped his own kid. Sentinel expresses gratitude for being adopted. Not necessarily anything of value here then. Just looking around for a bit of everything.
Oh, don't mind me. I just live here.
Chill out. Oh my god, what a whiny baby.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting...
Okay, she is useless to me.
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm.
Weapons into the chasm, I think not. Okay, here's a way to break into his house. So switch to the golden bow. Make that. In we go.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Magistrate, yes. Yes, thank you. That's right. I did. Deeply honored. And now...
Hello.
Did you just scale the wall to my villa somehow? I must remember to have words with that buffoon Domitius. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me?
You're Quintus. Oh.
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
Yeah, one green eye, one blue eye, just like description is execution order from the Emperor.
You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different coloured eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it.
Yeah, but you're the only one wanted.
I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
Okay, buddy. Delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish.
Prove it's you.
Unlikely, because it simply isn't true. Now, was there something else you wanted?
Want you to withdraw from the election?
Are you insane? You barge into my villa, uninvited, and then make outrageous demands?
Yeah, that's me.
Why would I withdraw from an election I'm bound to win?
If you don't, I'm going to kill you. Holy shit.
You fool.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Poor decision. Poor decision. Poor decision. Poor decision. So just threatening to kill someone? That doesn't... Ow, I got shot. Can you not shoot me twice? Oh my gosh. Do I risk it? Can you fight those things? Oh shit, there's one right there. Alright, in we go, I guess. Piss. How am I going to get him to withdraw from the election? We need to find someone linking his name to the other name. Oh, we need to find so much stuff. Okay.
Salve, friend.
Hello, Galerius. Had this conversation before. Name's Galerius. Want to talk to you again. Why don't you run for
I've
magistrate?
bounced the idea around once or twice. mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the elections stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win.
You are?
And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. That's good enough for me.
He's gonna break the goal rule, kill us all.
How could you know that? I mean, I don't like the man, but I don't see how you could know a thing like that.
Plans to have Sentius executed for
You
treason.
overheard him say that? Oh, why does that not surprise me? He and Sentius have despised each other for a long time now. Well, in that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses. Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him. Deal?
Okay, deal.
All right.
Can I not give him some tasks? Or is today just going to be the day that the lady dies? I guess today is just going to be one day where the lady dies. That's very unfortunate. Can't save them both. Today of all days, we will choose to save neither. It will be another day, in fact, that we plan to save everybody. We might have a chat with Georgius. He has some interesting knowledge for us about Kabesh, I believe. Ah, here he is.
Ah, a fellow traveler. Greetings. I'm Georgius.
Yep. Looking for Kabesh. You were the last person to see him alive.
I knew this day would come. I do not wish to lie to you, my friend, but even discussing this matter is dangerous. Please, let us leave the live coals safely beneath the ash.
Come on, those foreigners have to stick together.
Very well, but the magistrate would not look kindly upon this, so please keep it to yourself. For several months now, I have been sneaking out at night to worship the gods of my ancestors in the temple of Demeter. Each day, I leave offerings of food in the hope that we may have a bountiful harvest, and yet the next day when I return, the food is missing.
Ooh, how strange.
So I ask, who or what is devouring the food in this temple? Stranger still. Once I sat in front of my shop like the 100-eyed Argus until dawn to see if I could spot a thief going in. But do you know what I saw?
What'd you see?
Nothing. Nobody entered. And yet when I went to take a look, my offering was gone. It is bizarre, is it not? When I told my friend Kabash of this at the tavern, he offered to help investigate. He went in, and to my dismay, he was never seen again.
Okay, where is it?
It is the only Greek temple in the city. Head towards the baths, and it is the last building on your right.
Head towards the baths, last building
I
on
do
the
not think
right.
you should pursue this, my friend.
Don't
But
worry.
you do not strike me as a
Come
kind
on,
of-
I'm gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, Georges. It's gonna be fine. Head towards the baths, last building on the right. Oh, shut up. I'll see what I can do. Do not go in there. Just trust me. Trickster? How do I get that achievement? Okay, here he comes.
Stop right there.
He's in the villa right at the end of this road. He goes by Malleolus now. That's going to get us in trouble, though, I think.
Thank you for your service to the...
Has he just come out of the baths? Oh. Oh, double loading. One to go in, one to go out. Uh-oh. Oh, I died to this. Today was an absolute disaster. Oh my god, I cannot believe how poorly executed that day was by me. I'm actually an idiot. A complete clown. I died to the temple. I sent these tasks after Malleolus, Quintus, whatever his real name is. I just have to hope the autosave function can bail me out of this. He said it was the last thing on the right before the baths. Okay. So we can't go in there. Oh, it's this. Is it? Okay, there is the place where someone's been crawling out of. So, Kabash disappeared down here. I would never have found this place. Oh, loading. Wow, got to figure out how deep I want to go into this. We'll make a save, considering we just bricked something and needed to load one. Just good practice to keep a nice collection of saves. Greek lyre. Greek statue has been here for a long time. So there's definitely something at play here. This place is huge. Something over the edge there. Fresh candle has been lit. Oh my god, there's a whole place here. Archaeologist, we've uncovered a forgotten city.
Come join me by the fire.
Sure. Is there a sit button?
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
I'm Grass, who the fuck are you?
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
Looking for a plaque removed from the obelisk of Kabash.
Ah, Kabash. I know this man. He came through here some weeks ago. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I have been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself.
I mean, you could have left.
The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you.
Probably
Let us
not.
find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule?
Oh, perhaps.
Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time in the sun is over. Now, will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue?
Sure, if I have to.
Good enough for me. Now, let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
It's pretty complex.
You are an overthinker too. We're the same then. It is probably why I became a philosopher. But if you struggle with right and wrong normally, then down here with the Golden Rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult.
Absolutely.
Well, that's reassuring. And the truth is, you're not alone. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable, because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules, and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as
People doing that down here too.
But under the Golden Rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result
Not at all,
in mass
actually.
execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong.
Nope, 100% wrong.
Wouldn't you agree?
There's literal torture happening. How is there not an I disagree
That is
option?
an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing?
Probably not. I don't think so.
Are you sure? Or is it possible that humans simply haven't figured out the right system yet?
I mean, that's the same thing. There's also, I mean, yeah, no such thing as correct morality. I suppose we haven't figured it out yet.
So is it up to each of us to decide what right and wrong mean to us individually? Or must we simply follow the laws and customs of whichever community we're in?
I want to change my answer. I feel like we should decide some things for ourselves, but we also shouldn't.
So if a man feels that stoning to death his unfaithful wife is right, then is it right?
To him, it's right. No, that's absurd. It's just the only
I
option.
agree. But why? Didn't you just say right and wrong depends on the individual?
There's a base level of right and wrong that applies to all things. Then, some things you can have individual preferences on.
And that's a credit to you. It is the mark of a civilized person to change their position when presented with a superior argument.
I mean, I've kind of been roped into my
My
points
point is
based on the
this.
pre-existing
I don't
dialogues,
think
but
anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong.
I think he is right. Fair
If
point.
there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them.
Oh,
And
100%. Have you seen the torture that's happening down here?
around them. And so we must accept our limitations, and the sad truth that no human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives. In mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached. Because the only way to create a utopia is with the ever-present threat of force, such as...
This place is not a utopia, dude.
This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector. And life under tyranny is no utopia at all.
I mean, it depends on the tyrant, right? So not all tyrants could be bad. Hypothetically, if we could create a artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithm device thing, some big overlord machine somewhere, and we just put that thing in charge, it could be the perfect tyrant. Could be. I'm gonna sure why not this.
I admit, I am talking a lot. Forgive me. I'm just excited to have company.
I feel
In
for you
any
guys.
case, thank you for humoring an old man. I would be happy to answer your questions.
Alright, first of all, who are
You
you?
mean, how did I end up living alone in this cave with nothing but these relics of the past for company?
Yep.
It's a long story.
Just give me the short version.
I was a quarrelsome young man. At 19, I left Corinth for Rome to study rhetoric at one of her finest academies, so I could argue more forcefully. Back then, I used to enjoy verbally sparring with everyone I could.
He got stabbed for being a bellend.
One night I found myself in a tavern, in an argument with a drunken mercenary. It became heated, he drew a gladius, and I won the argument, but lost my life. I woke up on the banks of the Styx at a campfire opposite Karen. Of course, I tried to persuade her to let me return, but even with all my skill, I failed. I settled in, made friends, and learned what I could, quickly realizing our little community faced certain death under the Golden Rule. So I began
Reasonable
looking
thoughts.
for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this place waiting for me. You see, I was not the first to take refuge here. I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time, to live out our days hidden from Hades' tyranny.
Reasonable. Hades, you mean
They
Pluto?
are one and the same. The Romans call him Pluto. Long before that, my people called him Hades.
I see. Alright, so, pushing on for time, I think I'm going to call it here for this episode. We're going to continue interrogating the old man. I feel like he's going to talk for at least 20 more minutes. So, thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.